What's up, guys? That really gross guy here, and we're back. We got some stuff to talk about for DevStream 103. I'm pretty excited about a lot of cosmetic stuff that happens to be part of our liset, and something that happens in our dojo, as well as some cool new additions to the planes that will be coming soon. But anyways, without further ado, we should get into it and do our thing. So, first off, changes to the planes. Let's go with that. So in the planes, we have ourselves an Idolon. Of course we have ourselves an Idolon. Everyone knows the planes of Idolon is the most awesome update of all time for Warframe. So with that said, two Idolons. So planes of Idolons, plural now? Two? Really? So we have ourselves a second Idolon, which we already kind of knew about with previous dev streams and whatnot. One of which is this massive Idolon that is basically very similar to the Idolon we have already. However, it is much larger, and we have a size comparison for you guys to see that. But it is much larger. Its arm is no longer a tree branch. It is going to be this giant stone that is almost carved to look like a blade, and it's looking pretty cool. But we have a third Idolon. Well, of course we have a third Idolon. We've seen a third Idolon, and it's this one that I'll pop up on the screen now. But this isn't the one I am talking about. I'm talking about what appears to be an even larger Idolon than the one we have now. So we have this Idolon Rainless, something along those lines. Apparently DE says that these three that look very similar to each other, I believe are going to be only accessible if you do a certain thing in the planes. So I'm assuming that maybe there will be a mission or some sort of objective tied to these Idolons at nighttime, and maybe if you, let's say, use the Vombulus correctly and do a thing, or maybe there's a certain location on the map you can use to summon the Idolons or something, you're gonna get a different Idolon. So they're saying that it is potentially possible for maybe some endgame players to summon all three of these in one night and fight them, so that would be pretty cool. But I don't really know how that's gonna work. We can only speculate. So anyways, another thing that's coming to the planes, which we already are pretty aware of, is the Ghouls. However, we didn't really know that these Ghouls are going to be, to some degree, tied to a event. Maybe this event will be ongoing and it'll appear, every once in a while, or maybe it'll be a single event that will reveal these guys and then they will be on the planes permanently from then on. I'm not sure, but we can see the Ghouls here, and they're looking pretty menacing. We've seen these guys in the past on previous dev stream, but they look pretty awesome. I'm excited to get into battle with these guys. But we also see this large ghoul devourer, I believe is what they're calling it. You can see it here. I don't know if that's a placeholder name, but I think it should stick. But it's a really big Grenier looking dude, which I think looks pretty awesome. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to fight those guys, especially in a new event. That would be cool. So getting away from the planes, we now have seen some stuff in the liset. Now, or the orbiter or the liset? I believe the liset is the little thing we fly. The orbiter, I believe, is the terminal that we park our liset at. I don't know. Anyways, they haven't actually shown that in game whatsoever, so I don't know. Anyways, so one of which is the fact that some people already know this, but friends can join you in the liset, and I'm saying that because there is a bug or a glitch or something going on right now, and some people have been able to invite friends to their liset. So right now it is working, but not the way intended, so you kind of have to do something weird in order to make this happen. So eventually it's going to be fully implemented into the game, and that's pretty exciting. Part of this whole idea of inviting your friends to the liset, you're like, well, what is there to show? I mean, there's not a whole lot, a bunch of noggles, kind of hanging around. Well, remember that third door in our liset that hasn't opened yet? Yeah, it's opening. It's opening. I am excited for this. So, behind the third door is going to be almost like a trophy room. A room that we can kind of modify and decorate, almost like a cool lounge area that maybe you can have some friends check out some of your stuff. But the capacity for little things, noggles, and all that stuff is going to be increased in the liset to, I think it's 1,200 things per room. So now you can put 1,200 in your nidus room, your infested room. You can put 1,200 in your focus room, 1,200 in your special room, and then 1,200 out in the common area of the liset, if you want to call it. But I'm excited about that. It's really cool. But this room is going to have fish tanks. So we got these 2 fish tanks you'll see on the wall, and then in the center of the room is this display for your own custom Warframe kind of look. This will model whatever Warframe you decide to put in here, and I think that's pretty awesome. I'm excited for that. Almost like an Iron Man thing they were saying. So I'm excited about that. But the middle of the room has this modular location where you can put something in that room that you choose. One of which is just a really, really large fish tank, if you would like. But there are also these really cool modular areas that represent different planets we've been on, such as Lua, or Earth, or whatever. Kuba Fortress, maybe. And they look pretty cool. But we can see a picture here of Rebecca putting in an Excalibur type display. But this display can be actually tweaked to pose a very specific way. And then with that pose, which there are tons of poses, but with that pose you can then equip a weapon with them, which is going to be really cool. And this little thing can also be changed to one of your custom Warframes. So you can have like a battle scene or something really, really dope going on in your liset. I kind of already did that with my Noggles, but actually getting poses and Warframes looking like they're fighting in action, I think is going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully they allow us to display some of the bad guys, because that's kind of what I want to do. I want to see Vor, fighting some people, or the Stalker. Oh, that would be so cool. Anyways, finishing off this room is a music box which you can put in, and this music box will play any of the music that you have accumulated, which is scannable on each planet. I guess that's the way it works, so you'll have to scan for these songs. And then lastly, probably one of the things that people are really excited for, I don't really care all that much, but I think it's kind of unique, is the obstacle course creator, which will be in your dojo, which you will now be able to customize and make your own obstacle course in the dojo. And by doing so, seems like your clanmates are going to have to help you build this. So that'll kind of have to be a team effort. They did say that they didn't want to make it all that difficult, so it is possible that this will change, and it'll be a lot easier to make your course. But I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. Not necessarily something that I'm stoked for, but I know a lot of people wanted this, so it's pretty cool. But anyways, I think that's about it. I did a video on Korra, and you want to check that out, Korra, in her Kavat and all that fun stuff, and a couple of the weapons that are coming. I did that just earlier today, so you can check that out. But I think that's going to be it for all of Devstream 103 and everything worth mentioning. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this. I hope you learned something, and let me know what you're looking forward to. I'm really excited about this these upcoming updates, and especially Korra as a frame. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Blah.